Chapter 1. The Lost Ones. In the dim glow of fluorescent lights, the voices of inmates fill the air, each narrative revealing the harsh realities that led them to this high-security prison. A young man shares his diary entry, recounting a childhood marred by gang violence, where survival meant making choices that would haunt him. A mother, with trembling hands, speaks of a desperate act committed to protect her children, a crime she never intended but felt cornered into. An elderly man, his voice steady yet fragile, reflects on the day he was wrongfully convicted, recounting the moments that shattered his life. As their stories intertwine, the soundscape shifts, punctuated by echoes of metal clanging and distant whispers. Each inmate's unique perspective unveils the complexity of their circumstances, revealing bitterness, resignation, and unexpectedly, an emerging sense of understanding about their new reality. In this prison, their identities are defined not solely by their crimes, but by the struggles they endure and the hope they yearn for. Chapter 2. Finding Solitude in Chaos. Inside the high-security prison, the days blur together, marked by the rhythmic clanging of metal trays during mealtime and the distant echoes of group activities. Amidst the chaos, a sense of solitude emerges, leading inmates to discover themselves through unexpected avenues. One inmate shares his experience with art therapy, describing how the vibrant colors on the canvas become a release for his pent-up emotions, a stark contrast to the gray walls surrounding him. Another inmate reflects on group therapy sessions, where sharing personal stories creates a sacred space of vulnerability and understanding. Amid the din, these moments of creativity and connection foster a sense of purpose that transcends the harsh realities of prison life. In art, one inmate says, "I found a piece of me I thought I lost forever." The sounds of laughter and collaborative discussions resonate, echoing the transformative power of healing found in creativity and shared experiences. Chapter 3. The Unlikely Friendships. In the unforgiving landscape of high-security prison, unexpected friendships blossom, transcending backgrounds and life choices. The clanging of metal gates gives way to the laughter of two inmates who, despite their stark differences, have found common ground. A former banker, haunted by his fall from grace, converses with a teenage gang member who wears his past like a badge of honor. Their dialogue reveals a profound exchange of experiences, what it means to feel lost, misunderstood, and ultimately human. As they share stories during group therapy, the banker speaks of ambition and privilege lost, while the teenager reflects on the harsh realities that shaped his decisions. Their friendship becomes a lifeline, an encouragement to dream beyond prison walls. Listeners are drawn into sincere moments where vulnerability sparks understanding, demonstrating that amidst chaos, connection is a powerful catalyst for change and growth. In this shared journey towards redemption, hope begins to take root. Chapter 4. The Shadows of Regret. As the unsettling sound of solitary confinement doors creaks open, the weight of regret hangs heavily in the air. Inmates gather to confront their past choices, each story echoing the profound losses they've endured. A young gang member reflects on the life he left behind, admitting the pain of estranged family ties and the dreams he sacrificed for a fleeting sense of belonging. Across the room, an elderly man shares his sorrow over wrongful conviction, lamenting the years stolen from him and the memories of his loved ones fading like whispers. The soundscape shifts, capturing the muffled sobs and heavy breaths as their vulnerabilities surface. Conversations turn toward forgiveness, as inmates express a longing for reconciliation, both with themselves and those they've hurt. Amidst the haunting echoes, hope begins to flicker, a dawning realization that acknowledging their regrets may be the first step toward redemption. Chapter 5. Glimmers of Hope. As the sun begins to set, casting long shadows across the prison's yard, the sound of rustling paper fills the air. Inmates gather for a storytelling initiative where they share letters written to their loved ones, messages filled with longing and dreams of redemption. One inmate, a young mother, reads her heartfelt letter aloud, her voice trembling with emotion as she expresses hope for a future that includes her children. Another, a veteran imprisoned for years, shares dreams of starting a local business, articulating a vision far removed from his past. These letters reveal not just their aspirations but their recognition of mistakes, weaving a tapestry of remorse and the desire for forgiveness. The atmosphere shifts. A palpable sense of hope takes hold as they acknowledge their past actions while daring to dream of brighter tomorrows. In this moment, their vulnerability transforms into strength, echoing the truth that redemption is within reach. Chapter 6: The Road to Redemption. As the prison documentary nears its conclusion, an ambiance of anticipation fills the air. Sounds of rustling papers and nervous murmurs echo through the sterile meeting room as inmates prepare for their parole hearings. Inmate voices rise, each carrying hopes and fears intertwined with dreams of freedom. One inmate, a young man named Malik, shares his aspirations of pursuing a scholarship in computer science, his passion igniting a spark of determination in the dark confines of his cell. His words, filled with determination, convey the essence of redemption. I want to show the world I am more than my mistakes. Parole board meetings are fraught with tension as they discuss plans and the daunting prospect of reintegration into society. Each story is a thread woven into a larger tapestry, signifying that while the journey ahead may be challenging, the possibility of second chances shines brightly, casting shadows of despair into beams of hope. Chapter 7: Reconnecting with Family. In this chapter, the sounds of prison phones ringing and the quiet anticipation during family visits fill the air, creating an emotional backdrop for stories of connection and longing. Inmates share poignant reflections on the challenges of maintaining relationships while incarcerated, often feeling like ghosts in their loved ones' lives. A young father opens up about the pain of missing his child's milestones, each birthday a haunting reminder of lost time. Meanwhile, a mother recounts the joy and the heartache of visiting her son, reveling in their brief moments together, yet grappling with the distance that prison has created. Through their heartfelt conversations, listeners hear how strained family dynamics can both hinder and support the rehabilitation process. These narratives highlight the critical role that familial ties play in fostering a sense of belonging and the hope for a different future, underscoring the emotional stakes involved as they seek to reclaim their places in their families after incarceration. Chapter 8: The Impact of Rehabilitation Programs. In the heart of the prison, where despair often reigns, rehabilitation programs emerge as beacons of hope for inmates seeking change. The sounds of typing and the rustle of papers fill the air as individuals engage in educational courses, learning skills that will empower their futures. One inmate recounts how a vocational training program taught him plumbing. The rhythmic clinks of tools become a soundtrack to his transformation. Another shares her journey through an educational initiative, where she earned her GED, her voice resonating with pride and determination. The impact of mentorship shines through stories of support from volunteers who visit regularly, taking time to guide inmates through their personal challenges. As the inmates reflect on their newfound skills and the doors they are opening for themselves, there is a palpable sense of purpose, a shared belief that with knowledge comes the power to reshape their destinies and break free from the cycles of their past. Chapter 9: Barriers to Reintegration. Inmates candidly share their fears surrounding life after incarceration. The sound of a ticking clock underscores their anxiety as they face the daunting task of reintegrating into society. One inmate, who once excelled in academics, expresses the dread of job hunting, fearing the stigma of a criminal record will overshadow his qualifications. Another recounts a painful experience of rejection while trying to reconnect with friends and family, highlighting the emotional toll of broken trust. Throughout this chapter, inmates grapple with the harsh reality of societal perceptions and the uphill battle they face in rebuilding their lives. The ambient noise of distant conversations and the subtle click of keys reinforce their feelings of isolation. Yet amid these challenges, there's a thread of resilience. They vow to rise above societal limitations. Their stories illuminate the essential need for public understanding and support to foster genuine reintegration and acceptance. Chapter 10: The Power of Forgiveness. In the somber atmosphere of the prison yard, a group of inmates candidly discusses the transformative power of forgiveness, both sought and given. One inmate shares a poignant story of reconciling with his estranged daughter, expressing deep remorse for the pain he caused. Forgiveness isn't just about them. It's about freeing yourself, he reflects, the sound of distant laughter underscoring his emotional journey. Another inmate speaks of the healing he found through forgiving himself for past mistakes, recognizing it as a crucial step in his rehabilitation. The soundscape shifts, echoing heartfelt apologies and soothing moments of understanding that resonate within the stone walls. As they share their experiences, the ambiance becomes warmer, filled with hope and the belief that redemption is possible. Each voice intertwines, illustrating that forgiveness can break the cycle of pain, offering a pathway to peace and personal growth, a powerful reminder that healing often begins within. Chapter 11. Building a Support Network. As inmates prepare for their release, the conversations shift to the critical role of community support in their reintegration. Echoing footsteps and soft murmurs fill the soundscape, underscoring the anxiety and anticipation of returning to society. Inmates share personal anecdotes about mentors who have helped them navigate the challenges of life beyond bars. One inmate recalls the unwavering support of a local nonprofit organization that pairs ex-inmates with community mentors, facilitating job readiness workshops and emotional guidance. Another inmate speaks about the power of companionship, emphasizing how important it is to have at least one trusted person to lean on. The tone turns hopeful as they discuss dreams of rebuilding relationships with family and friends, envisioning future gatherings filled with laughter and understanding. Amidst the clamor of prison life, their aspirations resonate with themes of collaboration and resilience, illustrating that a robust support network is vital for creating lasting change and breaking cycles of recidivism. Chapter 12. The Role of Faith and Spirituality. As the sound of distant prayer bells fills the air, inmates share their experiences with faith and spirituality, which serve as lifelines in the midst of confinement. Voices resonate with sincerity as one inmate recounts finding solace in nightly reflections, transforming his cell into a space of hope. Another speaks of the comfort derived from weekly services, where shared beliefs foster a sense of community and understanding among diverse backgrounds. Inmates describe moments of profound introspection and the realization that forgiveness, both of themselves and for others, is key to their redemption. The ambient sound of whispered prayers and gentle hymns creates a tranquil backdrop, echoing themes of resilience and inner peace. Through faith, they confront their pasts, drawing strength for the uncertain paths ahead. Their narratives intertwine, revealing how spirituality offers a beacon of light, guiding them towards a hopeful future, even behind the imposing walls of the prison. Chapter 13. Celebrating Milestones. As the vibrant sounds of celebration pulse through the prison halls, the atmosphere shifts from somber to joyous. Inmates gather for a special event to recognize birthdays, educational achievements, and personal milestones, their laughter mingling with the rhythmic claps of hands. One inmate, a former high school dropout, shares his pride in receiving his GED, a testament to perseverance and hope. The soft strumming of a guitar fills the air as an inmate performs a heartfelt song, encapsulating the journey of transformation. Amidst the cheers and encouragement, stories of small victories come to light, like the joy of completing a painting in art therapy or the pride of overcoming personal demons. In these moments, the past recedes, and dreams of a brighter future take center stage. Each celebration serves as a reminder that growth is possible, and even behind bars, the human spirit can shine brightly. It's a powerful testament to resilience, highlighting the importance of recognizing and cherishing every step toward redemption.